You should start that YouTube channel. Yes. I know it's about to be 2023, but yes, I'm here to tell you that you should start that YouTube channel. People start YouTube channels for so many reasons, but if you're sitting there watching everybody else's content, it's a lot of great content on YouTube. I mean, YouTube has like over 50 million channels. Okay? That should go to show you that there's something for everybody. Okay, my channel is not that old. I only started my channel, well, I had my YouTube channel for a while because I've always been a YouTube watcher, even before they had like the live, where people could go live. But like back in the day, and I wish I could remember the names of some of the people that I used to follow back then, because when people stop being on YouTube and they delete their channel or whatever, if that was the way you were following them, then pretty much you're shit out of luck on that. But I remember this one girl that I used to follow for natural hair stuff, and she used to upload her videos because that's the only way that you could do it back then. And like your subscribers really was like coming to watch your videos. And like she used to do natural hair or whatever. I just cannot remember her name. But when I go to my like list of stuff that I'm subscribed to, I don't see her. But I do see a bunch of like, of those silhouettes of people whose channels probably been deleted or whatever. But I've always watched YouTube, okay? Because you can get so many things off of YouTube. Listen, I'm not going to go through a whole list of stuff because you guys know that you can find anything on YouTube. With that being said, that's why you should create a YouTube channel. And you might be saying, well, I don't have anything to say. One, I think that a lot of people compare themselves to the content that they watch, and they see people doing really good, and they see people doing this fabulous thing or whatever, but you can't focus on that because you have to focus on what you have to share. And some people are really good at figuring out what it is that they have to share, and they package it up really good. And that's why we watch these great content creators. But I'm telling you, somebody out there is waiting for your content. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should start a YouTube channel. And if these reasons don't resonate with you, that's fine too. But you have to admit at the end of this video, I'm going to give you some really good reasons why you should start your YouTube channel. The first reason why you should start your YouTube channel is you like to learn. There's no better teacher than experience. And when you're learning how to set up something like a YouTube channel or an Instagram account, and then you want to get into how everything works and how to hit the algorithms, etc., you learn a lot along the way. I'll tell you a little story. Back in the day, me and my sister had a website. We wanted to like highlight hometown heroes. We wanted to share positive news, kind of like what we do now, but this was back before everything that we have now, right? As far as like YouTube Live and things like that. Blogs were really big back then. Like, people had the message boards, and then, blogs, and people would just write about all these things, right? You probably follow YBF or Gossip or Sandra Rose or something like that before. But so we wanted to start a blog. And so we started it, and we created it on, I think, like Google had like a blog option at one point. I can't remember what it was called, but we started on that. But we wanted to go over to WordPress. And in order to go over to WordPress, it's like you have to figure out how to do it, or you have to pay somebody to do it, right? And so what we did was we were like, you know what, we could probably figure this out. And I remember I went and met with this radio DJ. He brought me into the studio, and he showed me all about how his WordPress site was set up and what to do and things like that. And so being able to sit down with him and get his inner workings on, how his website worked and things like that, I was able to go back home and collaborate with my sister. We had to stay up for 24 hours because we just would not let it go. We did that shit, okay? No, we didn't know we were doing at first. But the thing is, once you start doing something, you start learning about things that you never even thought you might have wanted to learn. So, but that was a good feeling after we did it, because it let us know that if you want something done, you can do it. You just have to be willing to stay open to the process, be open-minded, and you will definitely learn something if you set up a YouTube channel. So if you'd like to learn, you should have a YouTube channel. Now, my other reason why you should start a YouTube channel is because you own a business. Now, this day and age, people are, taking in all types of video clips and snippets and pictures and things like that. And in order for you to promote your business, you can't just do it the old way where you have a business card and you go to events and you pass out business cards. No, you got to do a lot more these days, right? And so if you have a YouTube channel and you have a business, then you could probably offer different things on your YouTube channel to garner more business from people who would have never come across your business. So that's one of the big things about it, because you can show behind the scenes things on what you're doing in your business. You can add little explanations on things that, maybe a lot of people get confused about your business. You can just show specials. You can announce sales. You can do anything on your YouTube channel regarding your business. I feel like that's just like a no-brainer. So I'm not going to say anything else behind that, because if you have a business, you should have a YouTube channel. Point blank, period. Fine. So my last reason why you should start a YouTube channel is you like to better yourself. Better yourself. What do I mean by that? If you are a person who's constantly looking to grow, learn, collaborate, learn new things, talk about new things, then you need a YouTube channel. Because in the beginning, when you create your YouTube channel, you may have your idea of what you want to do, but what if that idea doesn't take off? You have to try some other niches to see what you feel passionate enough to do your YouTube channel about. It's a process. Like you can come on here and gain thousands of subscribers right away. But if you're just starting YouTube and you don't really know where you're going, it makes no sense to come and get 10,000 subscribers, because what are you going to do with them? So you have to go through that, like a maturation process, right? Like, you start in elementary school, you go to middle school, then you go to high school, and you know so much more at the end. Well, with the YouTube channel, I can tell you all the things that I've learned in the last few years that I've had a YouTube channel. I've learned how to do some light editing. I've learned how to set up cameras and lights. I've learned a lot of information from the things that I've researched on possible topics. I've learned better communication. There's a whole list of other things that happen when you create a YouTube channel. And we're actually going to look at, in a minute, we're getting ready to review one of my very first videos, and we're going to all have a kiki, because I already know it's funny. I haven't watched it since I posted it, and I think it's 2 years old. So we're going to see. We're going to see, okay? We're going to see. We're just going to see. So stay to the end of the video. But basically, those are my 3 reasons why you need a YouTube channel. So if you're going to disagree with this post, you at least got to drop in the comments and tell me 3 reasons why you should not have a YouTube channel. If you don't have 3 reasons why you should not have a YouTube channel, I don't want to talk about it, because my last and bonus reason why you should have a YouTube channel is nobody can do you like you. It's something that you're an expert on. It's something that you know a lot of information about. It's some experiences that you've had that nobody else has had. You have a different way of thinking. You have a different train of thought. Even if you came on and did a story time channel, people would listen. You need a YouTube channel. Point blank, period. Okay? Anyway, we're going to get into one of my first ever videos where I had decided, you know what? I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to do it. The pandemic had just started. We were in quarantine. I was watching so much YouTube, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but I was watching people do all kinds of things on YouTube, talk about all kinds of stuff. And then I got the idea into my mind. I was like, if this person can do it, I definitely can do this. And so it's all, so that's what I did. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look, because when I started this, back when I did this first video, it was around the time that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett had the entanglement situation with August Alsina. Okay, you guys remember that? So we are going to look, okay, no. So we're going to watch that video so you guys can see how I had, well, I'm not even going to point out my mistakes. We're just going to watch the video and then I'll have commentary afterwards, okay? When I look back at how much I've grown, it's crazy. We're going to look at my very first video, okay? So, this is my page. This is how it looks now. I can already see that I have a little bit more cohesiveness than I did when I first started out. When I first started out, everything was everywhere, but that's part of the process, guys. It's part of the process. Don't care. You cannot care. You cannot care that people are going to say your videos suck. You cannot care about what other people think, really, because when you have to get all of that suckiness out so that you can start to say, okay, now I have, shout out to my sister, a body of work that I can now tweak. I can see what I did good. I can see what I should never do again. And that's the whole process with anything. But like with the YouTube channel especially, you just have to start recording videos and start putting your videos out so that you can have something to go back and build up. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox, but we're going to go ahead and watch this video because I feel like this is about to be funny. So hold on. I was like, I'm just gonna punch fear in the face. I set up the camera. Like my mom and my sister, you know, my family's been very supportive once I said I wanted to do YouTube. And like I have green screen, I have all kinds of like tripods and things like that. I got a camera, and I got a bunch of stuff in support. And my family supports me very, very a lot on this. So I set up my little camera stand, and I was like, you know what, we about to do this. So keep going. See, I had all kinds of thumbnails. I was, using the same thumbnail, and I still need to up my thumbnail game, but that's a whole nother video, okay? But I was all over the place, man. But it's all part of the process, I'm telling you. Because if you don't do it, if you don't just get your stuff out, you will not figure out what it is that you want to do, right? Because now I know what my lane is. I like social commentary, I give lifestyle and healthy tips, and I do reviews. Anything else, I'm going to tell you who you can go watch. You know what I mean? But when I first started out, I didn't know what I was doing. But here's the first video that we're going to say. Okay, be quiet, guys. First of all, I sound dry as fuck. I'm just like, okay, all right. Second of all, the camera angle. No, I had the camera way too high. No, my hair looks cute though. That was when I had locks, obviously. Fast forward, August Alsina, has come out with a new song called Entanglement. They could all be working together. Who knows? You never know what's going on with these celebrities. We only get a peek into their lives. So we're going to talk about it. It's out in the public. Everybody knows. I watched the Red Table Talk. They seemed to me like they were in coming from a submissive place. I imagine they were both a little embarrassed. But as I said, they were coming from a submissive place. So could it be that August may have seen something within that 2 years that he was messing with them? I mean, he went on vacations with them. He was at different events with them. He lived in their house. He spent a lot of time around them. So if you go back to think about how everybody was speculating about open relationships, blah, 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 but they never confirmed anything. And then now they had to come out and address this. And they said, oh, Will didn't approve. Okay, clearly somebody had that conversation. There's nothing they can say to me about that because that conversation had to have happened. You guys just admitted that you were cool with it. So you guys the conversation happened. Of course he's not going to admit it, rightly so. Do y'all think they're still messing with each other? What do y'all think August knows? Because nobody comes out here and unloads their full clip. So obviously his motivation was to get a bag because he never talks about her unless he has something coming out. Last year he did the same thing. Well, last year he did it as well. And I mean, let's also just touch on this. The boy is mental. He had on a half of two suits. He did have one in the interview with Angela Yee. He had his hair in some little twist out thingy, and he had like a scully halfway on. It was weird. It was a little weird. I'm just saying. So anyway, so I'll be watching to see what happens from here because, okay, you came out with a song. Well, Jada's not leaving Will for you. He seems like he's still trying to woo her in his music with his little young boy swag. But no, sir. Okay, it is so fucking cringy to watch yourself back. That is crazy. Okay, so what I want to say about that video is that I had to just do it. The video sucked. I think I only got like 70 views on it or whatever, but my camera angle was wrong and a bunch of other things that I noticed about myself that I don't do now. That's the whole point. It's gonna suck. You just gotta get it out the way. Like, I had to get that out. You know what I mean? So I feel like we should look at another one. All right, we're gonna look at one more video. Let's see. Which one do we want to look at? We're gonna look at, oh, I used to do grocery hauls, which I might start doing that again, but we're gonna look at this one. I went to Wegmans on this one. Okay. About 8 months ago, my son came to me and he was like, Mom, I want to go vegan. So I'm like, okay, good luck. That means I gotta go vegan too because I do most of the cooking. So like I said, when you do a YouTube channel, you learn a lot about the process. So you'll notice that I don't have any Kind Master logos up here at the top anymore. The intro is different. You know, but I had to start somewhere, and I still might do some more grocery hauls. But the beauty of YouTube is you can do whatever kind of video you want. Now, the reason why you're making a YouTube channel is going to vary. I don't know whether you're going to, you know, you may want to make money from it. You may want to just do it to share. That's totally up to you. But I feel like I proved my point. I feel like I provided a good case. I feel like I laid a good case for why you need to start a YouTube channel. Okay. Get in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to start your YouTube channel. If you have a YouTube channel already, get in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe because y'all all got a community wall. So ain't no reason for you not to share. If you ask me to share, I will share. So I'm asking you, use your community wall. Share your girl out. Roll to 1K. Okay. I'm Demeanna Joe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Fine, whatever.